Like, I feel like this is like a set of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy.
As far as you can take a putting studio. This
Yeah.
is where we've pushed it to.
Are you guys missing anything in this putter studio?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to Cool Clubs. This is our brand new putting studio. It's our latest in our iteration of putting studios. It's development from requiring new technology to fit putters better. Our last putting studio used to be 12 feet long, purely camera based. We wanted to use some more technology to understand how the putter moves through the stroke, so we wanted to add Trackman. Trackman requires a certain distance of putt to be hit to actually accurately measure the parameters of the putter head and the golf ball. This one is 20 feet long. It gives us a 12-foot putt to measure. It's a little tougher for your player to hold, but it also means that if you get a good result and you're holding 12 footers more often, that you're going to be a better putter. With that, we thought, okay, how do we level that up even more? So we made our studio have the ability to break left to right and right to left independently. We added a system on top of that that shows how the putt needs to travel across the surface in terms of how high you need to start the ball, what pace do you need to hit it at. Lots of visual cues to help the player understand how to set up and how to hold putts from different angles. To achieve it, we had to add a different camera system for better viewing of the player, but also to help us see the golf ball really clearly as it launches and spins and tumbles. We also use the numbers really differently than we ever have before. We're looking at PGA Tour averages, helping players see how good those guys putt versus what they're doing. How much roll does their ball have? How much skid does it have? Does it hop or bounce across the surface? So we kind of married all those ideas together, and then Mark Timms, our CEO, who loves tech, made it look like it does. Lights, bells, whistles, lasers, everything.
All right, Jack, we got Jared in the booth here. What are we looking at first?
So when someone comes in the door, the first thing we'll do is grab their existing putter. We will measure loft, lie, length, grip size, swing weight, total weight. Just gives the fitter a good indication of what that guy's using. From then, we'll take some analysis of them using that putter. From then, we'll start making either adjustments to the existing putter or grabbing putters from our range and test those putters to start getting some results. Once Jared takes a couple of strokes, we'll take some camera view of his posture, and then we'll talk him through some numbers. So, you know, like a kind of a generic about how you're putting, a bit like if you were to hit a driver and say, well, you missed a fairway here or there. We can do that with putting. This will give us a dispersion graph, how well he's rolling the percentage. We'll look at some tempo.
Trackman measures tempo, okay.
Tempo is relationship backswing to through swing. There is no right or wrong, everyone's got their thumbprint, but there's a good range. You don't want someone who's got a 3.0 tempo, which is 3 times fast forward as it was back. And you don't want someone who's got a dead even tempo, 1 to 1. You want somewhere in between those two things. What I'll hear a lot in fittings is, you know, I feel like I'm a good putter. You know, putting is all about feel. And then once you expose some of the issues with the cameras and the numbers, people all of a sudden come to this realization that, wow, there's some technique, there's some technology that can help me make better putts. And there's a big change in perspective.
You can't really hide anything. When you step in here, there's nothing's hidden. You guys are gonna see and be able to diagnose everything.
Yeah, the player sees it, which is the easiest thing. I can put the player in, we could be talking about posture, and I'll say, hey, just glance up a little bit. Don't get out of posture, don't turn your head, just stay where you are, take a little look at the TV, and I'll put an eye line on the golf ball and I'll say, hey,
very cool.
Adjust yourself to make that work. And the player, you know,
yeah,
immediate visual feedback. And I think that's the cool thing about why we updated the system. Previously, we just had a video, and then there was radar technology.
Yeah.
I think with the radar technology on its own, like you say, it's up for interpretation. What do those numbers mean?
Right.
But you put the numbers with the player seeing it, there's nothing better we can do.
Okay, so what's going on here, Jack?
So we got Jared to a point where he's comfortable with the technical things we've talked about. He's comfortable with the putter that he's using. And now we're kind of going down a bit of the luxury route we added to the studio, which is being able to hit breaking putts. We've got Trackman still running to give us consistent numbers. We've got the camera system still on, but we've added putt view. So we have a camera-based system that is displayed on the green. Picture yourself hitting a putt and you picture the line in your head. Well, this displays that in a form of a line of light. It's a really cool way of displaying the talk about visualization of breaking putts. It basically is the visual cues for the player to start understanding, where do I need to start my ball? Where do I need to aim for 1 degree putt, breaking right to left or left to right? Now that we've gone through all of the options and talked about everything that you can know about putting, I feel like this studio alone is something really different in the industry. It's something where you can be analysed over different length of putts on a good speed green, using radar data, using camera data, and with an expert who has access to lots of tools to help you putt better. It's all in one place, and it's in an hour session, so it can really help you get better at golf in 1 hour.